Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome to Acquiring Ascensions episode 5, and now this episode is actually one of my best episodes in terms of profit, and it is actually quite interesting because I do head to a boss that I've never been to before on this series or any of my previous series. So yeah, you should be able to guess by the thumbnail. But anyway, let's just get right into it. If you do enjoy this, be sure to comment, rate and subscribe. Peace. So guys, this is the big boss that I've been talking to you about. I did actually manage to learn to tank next within a couple of days, thanks to Jack here too and Harley for teaching me how to do that. Mainly Jack taught me how to do it, and he's pretty pro, so yeah, big thanks to him. And now I can tank next, so I've been doing it quite a bit, and what you'll be seeing on screen right now is clips of me killing next and a couple of splits that we did get, including some of the items and the normal drops that we did split. I did manage to go with like loads of different teams over the 3 days that I've been doing next. So yeah, just play some music and enjoy the clips. So guys, after all that nexting, I decided to switch it up and head over to DKs because it was one of the comments in the previous episodes. So I've done quite a bit of nexting and I've got a lot of splits from there. Hopefully I'm going to get really lucky in this 2-hour trip and get a couple of D hatchets. Oh my god guys, finally got a drop from DKs after killing 141 of them. This is my first drop of the trip, and there was no golden beam, so it's not even worth a mil, but it is a berserker ring. I was really hoping to get some hatchets. This is probably the driest I've ever been at DKs, but you know, this shit really happens when you PVM. You go through really lucky phases and then you go through phases like this. So all I can hope for is within the next 3 minutes get a hatchet. If not, it'll still be pretty profitable just because of how good DKs are, and this guy just won't come along here, and I'll just carry on killing. So guys, I'm here at the bank with the loot from my trip. I managed to get 147 kills at DKs and got very unlucky because the drop rate of a ring or an axe is should be around 1 in 30 according to most people. I managed to get almost 150 kills, so I should be expecting 5 drops, and only got 1 drop, which is the berserker ring. And as you saw in the previous clip, it is below a mil because I didn't get a beam of light. But let's just price check all of it right now. Adds up to 5 mil in about 2 hours, so it's about 2.5 mil an hour, which isn't the best for DKs. I mean, if I got hatchet, that would have been a nice 10 mil around about there, or maybe, sorry, about 8 mil, so that would have been nice. But unfortunately I didn't get anything good. I hardly got any rings, and that was a really bad trip in general. Let's hope we don't repeat that. I'm just going to throw that all into the drops tab. Hey guys, so as you can see, I am here outside Saradomin, and if you look in my inventory, you will see that I have 2 different gear setups as well as the one I'm wearing right now, and they're all different, and that mainly is because I'm hoping to be making a Saradomin guide to complete my God Wars dungeon guides. I've done the other 3 bosses in the God Wars dungeon, just need to complete Sara now, so I'm going to be testing out different methods. My mage guide will most likely be a tank guide wearing sea singers, but I'm going to see which one's better for melee, either DPS gear or tank gear. I've been doing a couple of kills. It won't be like amazing like 3000 kill drop log, but it will be like enough kills for me to make a sound judgment on which melee set would be better to use. So yeah, I'll just quickly get into this and let's hope we can get some drops for the series. And we managed to pick up a drop from Saradomin, which is a change. Unfortunately, it's not one of the best drops, but it should be over a mil because it has got the beam of light over it. So that's pretty nice. Got a Saradomin sword as well as Liliana's notes. I'm not going to pick those up. I think they're for trimmed completionist cape. So I'm never going to go for that, or not anytime soon, so I'll just leave that there. But Saradomin sword, I just kin this minion right here, and then I will price check it for you guys because I actually want to know. Last time I heard it was under a mil. Well, the last time I got one it was under a mil. Hurry up and die, please. There we go. Let's see how much it's worth. It's worth 1.2. Wow, that's going up. I believe that's because of legacy mode. And if it is, that's awesome. Got a 1.2 mil drop from Saradomin. This trip's profited already, I believe. So yeah, beast. Oh my god, guys, I've got another people. Like, this is amazing. I think it's been like 3 kills since the Saradomin sword, and I managed to get an armored crossbow, which last time I checked, which was quite a few months ago, it was around 10 mil or 8 mil, sorry. But let's see how much it is right now. I believe it has dropped, but anything over 5 mil, I'm going to be ecstatic because this is going to be one of the best Saradomin trip I've had in forever. Probably the best Saradomin trip I've ever had because I never get lucky here. Let's see how much it is. 5.8. I am not gonna complain at all. Give it this guy a TY. Oh my god, this is getting better and better. Now all you can hope for is that we get a hill. I mean, that is quite a lot to ask for. We've already gotten 2 drops in like 4 kills, but if we do get the hill, I'm just gonna leave here and I'm gonna be a happy man. So let's just hope and pray. So guys, as you can see, I do have all the loot from that Sara trip in my inventory. I did only manage to get 82 KC. That's mainly because I was mostly using DPS armor and I didn't have my vampirism aura, so I had to use penance and use quite a bit of food, ran out of food real quick. But I did manage to get 2 epic drops within that time, which is the Saradomin sword and the armored crossbow. I believe armored crossbow is the second most expensive item there after the hilt, of course. But let's just price check this and see how much it's worth. Wow, I made 7.6 mil in around under an hour. It was actually like 40-minute trip, so that's amazing. Without these 2 main drops, really, it's only 580k, so that would have been pretty appalling. But with them, 7.6 mil, I'm not going to complain about that. I mean, a hill would have been nice, but you know, got 2 really good drops there. Saradomin, which never really happens for me, so I'm just going to throw that in the drops tab and we'll see what we do next. So guys, this episode is already quite long enough, so I decided to end it there instead of going to another boss. And I do want to apologize if you did find next clips to be quite boring, but it is what I've been doing most of lately. I learned to tank a couple of days ago and I'm getting better at it, and I'm trying and experimenting. And also next is just so much fun and it's quite good money. It's really good money actually. It's better than most of the other things I do, like Bandos or Sarah. It's still not amazing, but it's still good money, and I will most likely need to do quite a bit of next and other bosses in order to get Ascensions. I mean, if I show you my drops tab right now, it is currently worth, I just price checked it all, it's worth 221 mil, which is over half of the way there, and I've been doing this for quite a while now, and that includes the 50 mil from DKs. So yeah, I will be needing to do quite a bit of higher level bosses in order to finish this off. So if you guys still want to see next clips, or you want me to just leave the next clip out of there and just show you when I've added any splits to the coin pouch in the drop tab, then be sure to put that down in the comments. I most likely will not show like loads of next clips like I did this episode. I'll just show you every time we split and just putting it into the price tab, or I might just show you like overall how much money I made from next this week, as well as other bosses with the clips as usual. So guys, if you did enjoy this episode, be sure to comment, rate and subscribe to my channel. Peace out.